Welcome back to Take Two with Tiffany and
Aaron.
Aaron. I still have not found intro music or a way to put the intro music on here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I'm going to continue to research or I'm just going to make our own. What do you think, baby?
Well,
like, should I come on and be like, do 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 do? Do you know what show that's from?
isn't that Doug?
Yeah.
Babe, we can't do Doug funny music. I don't know. One thing about me and you is that we always find a way, and things seems to always work out. So I'm sure we'll figure it out one way or the other.
We'll figure it out. He's so philosophical. Anyways, so it is Mr. Aaron's turn to bring up a topic. And as always, I have no idea what it is. Just a disclaimer. So I'm going to be finding out like the rest of you. So you could take the reins, Mr. Jones.
Oh, I'm in control.
You is in control.
Yes. Okay. My topic for today is...
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
Why are you scared? My topic for today is, they say that you marry your father or your mother.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
They say that you marry, they, as in the masses, there's a saying that you marry your mother or your father. Which one?
Which one are you marrying, babe?
Which one am I marrying? And why?
And which one am I marrying?
Yeah.
And why?
It's a double-sided question.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, because I mean, basically what I'm looking for is you had to see something in your parents growing up that attracted you to me, right?
I guess.
Well, I don't know.
That sounds kind of nasty.
Weird.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, it's like the old Freudian type. Was that
Yeah.
Sigmund Freud who said that? I think it's maybe something you were just used to or being around, or maybe it's something you find comforting.
Okay, I can get that from a finding it comforting standpoint.
Yeah, not like sexually attractive. I wouldn't expect you to say that about your mother or your father.
Okay. Well,
although they say a boy's first crush is always his mother.
That's so true with Jalen. Him love me.
We'll talk off air about that.
Okay. So if I had to pick who I was
Yes.
marrying, who you remind me of between my mother and my father.
Yes. Which one and why?
I actually can't pick between the two. I would say you're a mix of both. And the reason why I would say you're a mix of both is because, like, spiritually, you remind me of my mother. Especially, there's been tons of times where I've told you, like, there's a conversation I'm having with my mom, and then I have the same conversation with you, and both of your answers are spot on. Like, they're the exact same as far as the mentality of, you know, what God will do and what your faith should be and what you should believe in, blah, blah, blah. Then you remind me of my father when it comes to things like you don't care about other people's opinions, you don't have a filter, you just say what's on your mind, and that's it.
Right.
And that reminds me of my father because he is the exact same way. And there's something else that you do, but it leaves me right now that my father does. But yeah. So I would say I can't really say that you remind me of either or. I think it's a combination of both.
Okay. All right. I can understand that. Wow.
I'm scared. to see who I remind him of, because, oh boy, I'm hoping you say your father.
Babe, I really don't know. Like, when I came up with this question, I was more curious to hear what you were going to say. And, like, so
you were worried about what my response was and not thinking of...
And not thinking at all, like, how I was going to respond. So whatever I say in the next minute or so is going to be totally off the cuff. Which is how we like it.
And is this going to determine if we still going to be together or not?
Our compatibility.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
All right.
Pray for us.
Off the cuff. Go ahead.
So,
that's always best.
Off the cuff, I would venture to say that you remind me more of my mother.
Jesus.
Only because...
I don't say Jesus in a bad way. I say it because I'm afraid of his mother. And so this is interesting to me. Go ahead. Why?
Well, I think that's a perfect example, because people have always been like, oh, you know, I'm afraid of your mother, or oh, I'm afraid of, like, even friends growing up. And when the boys have friends over and Jalen has friends over, I would almost say the same thing about the friends in you. Like, they need to be, you're kind, you're caring, you're a great mom, you take great care of me, but at the same time, like, you crack a mean whip.
You think their friends would be afraid to come over? Like, they say, your mom is mean. I'm scared of your mom.
I don't know if they would say that, but, you know, my mom took care of a lot of me and my friends. Growing up, she would always, if it was like hot out, you know, like those little dollar ices you put in the freezer, like she would always have those. She would always have those.
I heard that little twang. I didn't want to say nothing now. Go ahead.
Buttes. She would always have those. She would always have like water when it was like super hot out, like stuff like that. So she was very caring, but at the same time, like if you crossed her, like it was hell to pay. So I think that's where people got it from. And you can be the same way. Like you can be, it all depends on how people treat you. Like you can be as sweet as pie, but if they treat you the wrong way, yeah, they're going to have a hard way to go. So it's just my opinion. My father, maybe in the sense that you're like ultra laid back. And my dad is like, maybe it's his age, but he has like 0 F's to give. Like he's all out. He cashed out a long time ago. And so this dude will literally, you know, tell you, oh man, you know, let's meet up at, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or something. He'll literally get off of work, go home, change his clothes, grab a basketball, leave his cell phone in the car, and then, like, go shoot hoops or something for, like, 2-3 hours. Like, random, scary. He'll just, like, go see a movie by himself. Just because he's like, you know, I guess he just needs some downtime. 0 F's. So when people are calling or looking for him and he's not answering the phone for hours on end, you know, in the past, people are like, what's happened to him? He's hurt somewhere. Maybe he's hurt his knee again. Maybe he's passed out. Maybe no, he just don't care. He don't need a plan. He don't need, like, it's whatever.
So are you saying that's me?
I think that's, if anything, that reminds me of my dad. Yeah.
So would you venture to say that I'm both of your parents too? Or am I more so one over the other?
I would venture to say you're more like my mom. I'm sorry.
Ay, Dios mío.
Dios mío. I would venture to say you're more like my mom. I think you have...
Well, you know what? If I'm anything like your mother must be a fantastic person, because I'm just amazing.
Shout out Gloria Jones, a.k.a.
Shout out Glojo.
a.k.a. Saved by Grace at Comcast.net.
Babe, not what you giving out her email.
No. So yeah, I don't like my mother can be bold when she wants to, so can you. Sadly, I forgot my mother's birthday, so I don't know what animal she is, but I know you're a lion.
Didn't her birthday just pass?
Yes. Yes, her birthday just passed. Is that a Pisces?
Beginning of March is Pisces, yes.
Look at me knowing the animals. Go ahead, AA Ron. So
we are now in Aries land.
I don't know what that is.
It's Aries season now. Pisces is over.
What is the Aries? That's the crab?
No, babe, that's a Cancer.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know much about these animals. All I'm saying is that, like, she can be bold, you can be bold. She can be calm and caring, you can be calm and caring. I think it all just depends on, what day you catch her on, who's been messing with her, X, Y, and Z. And I think that's more you. I think if you're, cool, calm, and collected, you're good to go. And if somebody's been messing with you, then it's going to be a hard time. You're going to give them a hard way to go. And same thing with my mom. I think she's quite the battle axe. I don't think you're on that level, though.
Well, see, I've never met his mother, so I'm just going by hearsay, what I've heard. So that's why I was a little afraid to see how he thought that me and his mother were the same, because...
You're not the same. Just some similarities.
Because just based off what I've heard, I wouldn't think that we would be similar. But whatever, I guess
share some traits.
I guess my opinion will change.
Yeah, meet her, and
if I'm ever to meet her.
Well, I was despised and rejected.
I cannot. Anyway, I think that was a pretty good topic, babe.
Well, fantastic. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I think it was interesting to see.
Do you think I physically look like your dad?
No, I don't think you all physically look alike, but you both are very good-looking men.
Would you say I'm better looking
and
than your
you
father?
know that you're good-looking. I mean, I don't find my father... I'm not attracted to my father.
I'm just saying, like, if you put me and him in a room, it was more a joke. No comment?
I plead the fifth.
I think I don't know. I won't speak for you, but it was more a joke just to get the audience engaged. But I tried to bait you out. Okay. All right.
Well,
there you have it.
He always tries to trick me into these, like, you know what, Mr. Jones? I'm just not.
You got to give the people.
Every podcast.
Give the people.
Every podcast, somebody's texting him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's end this so I can go, regulate some things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well... Again, great topic, babe. I think it was splendiferous.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time. Oh, by the way, Mr. A.A. Ron over here was a little... I told you guys he was going to be tight because I did my own podcast. So now he's thinking of his own podcast to do solo.
I already have the idea.
Oh, okay. Well, now he's going to record his own podcast because I went rogue. And now he's... No pun intended. And now he's a little upset about that.
A little salty.
So we gonna see.
How dare you?
How dare I go out and venture on my own?
Yeah, we're supposed to be a couple, man.
We're supposed to be a team.
Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Mr. and Mrs. Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that'll be the next episode that you hear outside of this one. Because we probably won't do one together again as a team or as a couple until next week. But thanks for listening in, as always. We love doing these little impromptu podcasts for you all. So until next time, you have anything else to add?
Snoop Dogg said, be ready for the next episode.
I can't.
Hey, hey, hey.
Say bye, babe.
Smoke weed every day. Bye, babe.